right, folks. Well, welcome to the Smart Investor's Guide to 2026. We are focusing on metals investing today. I want to welcome you. This entire event is powered by Gold IQ Group. I recommend checking them out. www.goldiqgroup.com. Very interesting company. I'll tell you a little bit about it. Go ahead, Drew. You want to grab that next slide? So Gold IQ Group, I love, by the way, the name, Smartest Minds in Metals. Aside from being experts, you get a lot of these companies out here that hold themselves out as they're experts in gold, they're experts in silver, they're these metals analysts, this and that. One of the biggest things that Gold IQ Group prides itself on is the education side. Um, Educating, personalizing, delivering to you something that's specifically for you. Um, Huge on the compliance side, only COMEX, LBMA, sovereign mint metals, compliance focused with the IRS, and massive investor benefits, guys. And that's very different than a lot of other organizations. A great example of that is the industry leading buyback. A lot of companies won't buy back the gold that they sold you or the silver that they sold you. And guys, stuff like IRA accounts, same day setups. This is a company that's designed to benefit and build long-term relationships with the people that do business with them. And that starts with education, teaching you guys what's going on. So, quick disclaimer, today's webinar, the information that we're presenting, it is for education purposes. We're not giving financial advice. We strongly recommend speaking to your financial advisor. In fact, and Drew's going to talk about this later, a lot of financial advisors right now are pushing for you to have a gold position, a silver position, a metals position for securities purposes. That'll come up a little bit later. But without further ado, let me introduce Drew. So, guys, I've known Drew for a number of years now. I've had just the best of experiences with him. One thing I can say about Drew is he knows what he's talking about. Okay, he cares about the customer and he knows what he's talking about. He's 20 plus years in the finance industry, investment grade analyst for 10 plus years, guys. Worked on the exchange, knows what he's talking about. He's helped thousands of people safeguard their retirement accounts. You are the chief metal strategist for Gold IQ Group and managing partner of the Complete Investor. By the way, those companies work hand in hand, they are dovetailed. And also a decorated Marine with 8 years of service. Thank you for your service, sir. And without further ado, Drew Yursek.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Thank you, Michael, for a great introduction. I love everything Gold IQ Group does. They curate some of the best content and vetted information for clients to use to make really good, sound business decisions when it comes to your money. I started my company in 2017. I got into gold myself personally when I was at the Chicago Board of Trade, trading gold contracts, the number one commodities exchange in the country. Learned from the best of the best. Fell in love with gold. Started getting licensed to sell gold myself personally in 2017, helping literally thousands of people protect their investments, their retirement account with real physical precious metals. I own gold. If you talk to someone in gold, the first thing you got to know about them, do they own gold? I have it in my IRA. My wife has it in her IRA. Heck, we got it in our safe at home. We got it in our parents' safe at their house. So not only am I an expert in regard to precious metals, I am also an owner, and I live and breathe this every single day. What we're going to talk about today, and what's very powerful, let me move my info bar out of the way so I can read my own content, um, is how can you protect yourself and make money? Okay. And what if I were to tell you, not only can you protect yourself and still make money, but also, what if I could guarantee returns? Now, I know I can't guarantee anything. I shouldn't even say those words, right? But there are things you can do that can literally feel like you're guaranteeing your returns. Okay. And we're going to go over these details. So, three things, write these down. Number one, follow the big money. Follow the big money. What is the big money doing? Number two is look for reproducible, repeating patterns. What reproduces and repeats the most? And align your investments with that. And then third, and Michael, you kind of led to this, do your own research. Do not listen to anybody without doing your own research. And you should actually run from people that say you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, and you have to do it now. I don't do that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pop out of my presentation. I know people hate when I do this, but I think this is important. So my company, again, been in business for over 20 years in financial markets. I've been in gold since 2010 myself personally. My company, I've been helping people protect their retirement accounts and fortify their investments with real physical precious metals since 2016. I've helped literally thousands of people protect millions and millions of dollars with precious metals. But two things. Number one, there's two ways you can buy gold. One is direct delivery. Nobody delivers gold faster, safer, more effectively than me. Gold or silver in your hands in 1 to 2 days. 1 to 2 days. I just got off the phone with a gentleman that was quoted 8 weeks, 1 to 2 days. And I can help you get gold in your retirement account. Most people don't know. You can actually own physical precious metals in your retirement account. You can take any money. Don't let anyone tell you anything differently. You can take any money that you have in a qualifying 401k or IRA and tax-free, penalty-free, move it into gold. You lose no value. You're just moving from paper to physical assets. And right now, I'm going to go over some information that you're probably going to want to know this. Okay. How do I protect myself by being in real physical assets like gold, like silver? Okay. But this is really what I want to show you. Client reviews. Now, these are reviews on my website, thecompleteinvestor.net. And I encourage you, research me. Drew Urosek, here's my name spelled out, Drew Urosek, gold. In any search engine, I only have 5-star reviews for my clients because I do three things. Okay. Number one, I educate. I don't talk to anybody unless they know what they're talking about. I will teach you and I'll tell you where to go to do your research, like I'm going to do tonight. But I teach people first. And then number two, I empower you. I have you tell me what you want to do. So you're directing. I empower you to make your own decisions and I support you. And then third, I don't believe anyone is more available than I am. Every one of my clients not only has access to me during the work hours, I give out my cell phone. You call me day or night. And as Michael mentioned, we're a full service provider. What does that mean? We actually are there when you want to buy, but we can liquidate. I have a gentleman that's been with me for 15 years, made like 600% return. He wanted to buy an office building. I cashed him out fair market value same day. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. So I wanted to kind of, again, break from my presentation to show you that. So going back to my presentation, here are the topics I'm going to go over. And again, if you want to be a successful investor and give yourself basically guaranteed returns, which again, you can't really guarantee everything, but make it at least as close as possible, right? Again, follow the big money, look for reproducible, repeated patterns that you can align your investments with, and then do your own research. So here's the do your own research part, okay? There's a debt bomb coming, okay? I'm going to give you some information that you can look up, but it is scary. It's worse than you could probably ever imagine, okay? Also, how can you make money? Because not only is it happening, it's almost basically guaranteed to continue happening indefinitely until we're completely broke as a country, okay? And it's accelerating. How can you not only align your investments with these things that are happening, but also how can you be 100% insured? Hear me out, 100% insured with your investment. And I'll show you how to do that. Also, gold, physical precious metals, is not taxed the same as paper assets, not taxed the same as stocks, bonds, mutual funds, annuities, or even cryptocurrency. And I'm sure in retirement, most of you would rather spend less in taxes than more in taxes. Am I right? By the way, if you have any questions, go ahead and type in the chat box. I'll do my best to answer those questions during the presentation. But don't worry, we'll have a question and answer section at the end. Also, there are metals you can own that are deemed non-reportable by the IRS. I'm going to go into what that actually means. And yes, you can actually have an investment that nobody has to know you have. And then we do have a big silver giveaway. I'm going to give away $1,000 of precious metals to qualified people. Silver specifically. Why? Silver's on a tear. 300% return in the last year, over 300%. So let's get into it. I told you that, hey, follow the big money, look for reproducible, repeatable events, and align your investments with that. Now, I'm going to go over the big money last. Okay. Let's look at these events. Now, gold is going up fast, right? It's $4,700 now an ounce. Silver's over $94 an ounce, hitting record high after record high after record high. Why is it happening, and can it continue to happen? Well, there is a pattern. Here's the last 5 presidents. And what you'll notice in this pattern, and I know this is a very busy chart, but it does look pretty, okay, is not only has our debt gone up for each of the last 5 presidents now with Trump in office again, okay, but look specifically at not only our debt going up, but gold going up with it. Now, some people might say, but Drew, there's been presidents before that debt has gone up and gold hasn't gone up as much as it has lately. You're right. There's one more component you need besides debt for gold to go up, for silver to go up like this. And it's how much debt do we have compared to the income? See, as soon as we hit 70% or above in terms of debt to income ratio as a country, that's when all the wheels fall off our finances because we're spending more, way more than we could ever pay down in the debt. Like it's impossible to pay down. And look at this pattern of behavior 70 to 75%, 100 to 105%, 125 to 127%. Now, the current, you can look this up under Trump, it's speculated after the first year, we're already over 130% of our debt being spent, meaning income over our income, 130% more than we even make is going to new debt. This right here is the biggest smoking gun when it comes to will it continue? Will this pattern continue? Number one, out of control spending. Gold is going up and it's based on the ratio. We're not even making close to enough money to service this debt. And here's proof that it could continue. Let me pop out of my screen. Is this reproducible? And can we align our investments with this? Right now, let's take a look. Let's go to the usdebtclock.org. Anyone can go here, usdebtclock.org, and you'll see we're at 43 plus trillion dollars in debt. Wait a minute. Weren't we just at $34 trillion? Let's go back. Let's go back to our presentation. Wait a minute. Didn't Biden just leave office at 34 trillion? So you're telling me we added $10 trillion in debt in the last year? It is so bad. Our debt is so bad and so out of control that the Federal Reserve quietly, while nobody's noticing, while no one is even I talked to 100 plus investors a month and they didn't catch this. In the last Federal Reserve meeting, Chairman Powell announced that we are buying $40 billion of our own debt every single month indefinitely. And that's probably going to go up substantially starting next quarter because no one's buying our debt. We have too much of it. We're creating so much debt so fast that no one in the world can buy it but us. And that is the biggest reason why gold is not only going up at the rate it's going, but it will continue to go up. And it has people like Jamie Dimon, the president of JP Morgan Chase, saying it's going to be 10,000 an ounce. Wharton School of Business out of Pennsylvania is saying we'll be at $100 trillion in debt in the next 4 to 5 years. Well, wait a minute. If gold is tied to our debt, right, as our debt goes up, especially if the ratio of our debt to income is out of whack, 130% right now, if we're at 43 trillion and we're going to go to 100 trillion in the next 4 to 5 years, more than doubling our debt, shouldn't gold more than double? And that's why you have educated people like Jamie Dimon, the head of JP Morgan Chase, one of the biggest banks in the world, calling for $10,000 an ounce gold. It's getting so bad that the CIO, Chief Investment Officer of Morgan Stanley, is saying, you on this call right now better have at least 20% in physical precious metals. By the way, that in 15 years of doing this, I've never had a financial advisor come out and say, hey, you need to have at least 20% physical precious metals. And here's the head of Morgan Stanley saying you better have at least 20% in physical precious metals. People, you need to start paying attention and protect yourself. Follow the big money and try to get patterns in alignment with patterns and reproducible events so that your investments can be guaranteed, right? Also, some things that feed this, the cycle of debt and debt to continue and continue and continue and grow out of control is this. Our jobless, our company, we're losing jobs at a staggering rate. And people don't realize this about AI. You see, technology for the last 50 plus years has always taken out the lower income people in the market, right? Robotics and manufacturing, right? Automations in manufacturing takes out the little guy, the guy making an hourly rate. With AI, the technology now is zapping the high-end jobs, people that make $200,000-$300,000. These are the people that drive the economy. These are the people that buy all the goods and services. This is what's going to keep a cap on our ability to pay down our debt because we don't have people able to buy goods and services at the levels that we used to. And again, these are all articles you can go research on your own. Retail sales are obviously dying because, again, people don't have jobs, especially the high income earners. Job growth slowing. This one's also very telling. The Washington Post just came out with an article talking about how many companies are filing bankruptcy at a staggering pace. The biggest contributing factor, the cost of doing business because of tariffs. This is all just spelling disaster for our ability as a country to pay down our debt and stop spending out of control. And again, big reason why gold is going up, silver is going up, and will probably continue to go up for the foreseeable future, at least the next few years. Again, 10,000 an ounce is the target that Jamie Dimon is calling for. Some people are saying 20,000. Some people are saying 20,000 and up. I am more conservative. I like conservative people. By the way, I said follow the big money, right? Who do you think is the biggest money in the world? Who do you think is the biggest money in the world? Central banks. Central banks. And you can look this up too. Central banks have bought more gold in the last year than they bought in the last 50 years. Is there a reason why? And they've increased their spending on gold last quarter by 38%. So in the last 3 months of the year, not only the whole year they spent more on gold and buying gold than they have in 50 years, the last quarter they increased their spending another 38%. You really have to pay attention to the big money. Now, there's some cool stuff about gold. Obviously, why not make money while the government goes broke, right? Because if we know they're going broke, you might as well get into an investment that guarantees, or at least comes as close as any other investment to aligning with that on the opposite side. So if debt keeps on going up, why not get into gold? Also, again, you can own gold in your retirement account. You can get it direct delivery. And with the promo, which I'm going to go over at the end, you can get some free silver in your hands, $1,000. Also, one thing people don't realize is you can actually have precious metals that are deemed non-reportable. I'm going to go over those details in a second. There are actually coins that the IRS deems as non-reportable, which means while you own them, you don't have to report to anybody that you even have them. Me as a US dealer, I don't even have to disclose to anybody that you bought them. It is the last safe haven when it comes to privacy and anonymity. I don't know of any other investment out there that you can own that the government doesn't know you have. You can't own a house without everyone knowing you have it. You can't have a bank account with not everyone knowing you have it. You can't have a stock. You can't even have cryptocurrency anymore without everyone knowing you have it. So at least there's one last safe haven when it comes to privacy and anonymity. So again, I'm going to go over this detail in a second, but let's go. How do you get gold in your retirement account? It is a tax-free, penalty-free move. You lose no value. Takes 10 minutes to open your account. 10 minutes. Okay. And any money that you have in your qualifying 401k or IRA that you want to move into gold moves tax-free, penalty-free, and you can get gold with it. 100% of the value you move over, you have access to. You don't lose any value based on taxes, discounts, penalties, or fees. Okay. Now, something cool about gold, it's not taxed the same as paper assets. I want everybody to write down this number here, 4779.90. 4779.80 now. Okay? $4,780.20. You see, this is one of the biggest, best hidden secrets about gold. It's not taxed the same, and silver. See, the government looks at spot price. If you go to Bloomberg, CNBC, I'm on CNBC right now, Yahoo Finance, any of these financial news websites, and you see this number here, that's called spot price. Spot price is the contract price traded for futures on the trading floor at the Chicago Board of Trade. That's where I learned to trade gold contracts, and the New York Commodities Exchange, COMEX. All right. And this is powerful. Why? Because this is not the value of gold in the open market. This is the contract price traded on the trading floor. The only people that get this price are the traders themselves. Not even the mints get this price. This is the raw ore out of the ground, has not been taken delivery of, has not been melted down, has not been stamped into a coin or a bar. But again, this is great because this is what the government uses when tracking the value of your gold inside of your retirement account for tax purposes. Remember, 4778.70. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this. Now, nobody here needs to buy gold from me. Nobody. You can go to the US Mint direct, usmint.gov, and you can buy yourself a brand new, this says 2025. The 2026s will be out next week on their site. And they'll charge more money for it, by the way. And you can buy yourself a 1 ounce gold eagle for $5,370. Now, I need you to know this about gold. There is no other coin in the world that sells more often for more money than the American Gold Eagle. Don't let anybody tell you anything differently. No coin in the world sells more often for more money than the American Gold Eagle. Again, you can get one direct from the mint. You bypass everybody. $5,370. Now, I think that price is elevated, but they do give you a nice velvet box. Now, if you go to the mint direct, you need to know three things. Three things. Number one, they don't really have any customer care. You might not even talk to a live person. Number two, they do not do IRAs. If you want to get gold inside your IRA, they can't help you out. And number three, they do not buy back their metals. Now, if you work with me, number one, I have great customer care, in my opinion. I always answer the phone live. I give my clients access to my cell phone. You can contact me anytime, day or night. I'm there for you. Okay. So why would you use me? Because I have great customer care. Number two, I specialize in IRAs. About 80% of my clients are IRA clients. You can protect your wealth inside your retirement account. Oh, and by the way, gold in a retirement account, I think I said this earlier, 100% insured with all risk coverage. Guess what? Your traditional investments, zero insurance. Look at the bottom of your statement page. Schwab, Edward Jones, Empower. It's going to say these words. These investments have no insurance, can lose 100% of their value. Golden IRA, 100% insured, all risk coverage. And then last but not least, we do buy back our metals. Fair market value, no discounts, no penalties, no fees. Now, we are much cheaper than, we're usually about 20 to 30% less than anybody else out there. We buy millions and millions of dollars of gold. So we get deep discounts and we're able to pass along those savings to our clients and still get better price than anyone else out there. But you can look up right now online, on eBay, wherever you want, and actual sold coins, Eagles, are selling for $5,200 all day long. Wait a minute. If your IRA has gold Eagles in it and the government is looking at spot price for tax purposes and not the value of the coin in the open market, you tell me, would you rather be taxed at 5,200 or 4,700? I'm guessing the lower, right? And that might not seem like a lot, $500, but in retirement, every penny counts, right? You're not making the same kind of money you used to, right? And plus, this is per coin. So if you have 100 or more coins, depending on how big your portfolio is, that could be a lot, especially as inflation continues to go up. Oh, by the way, these accounts for $10,000 an ounce gold, and some are saying $200 an ounce silver, is just based on our debt. Not more wars, not more inflation, just based on our debt. So keep that in mind. And again, physical precious metals not taxed the same as paper assets, which could be a big, big difference. Now, in the home stretch, you can actually own coins that are deemed non-reportable. Now, I'm not going to spare you with every line item. Just call me. I'll go over the coins with you. But sales of precious metals under the IRS guidelines for 1099, there are actually coins you can own that you do not have to report as long as you own them and have them on your possession. Now, I'm not your accountant, as I mentioned earlier. I'm not your lawyer. I'm not trying to tell you how to do your taxes, but this is huge. This is a huge benefit to anyone investing in these days. Listen, cybersecurity threats are not going down, right? They're going up. I think there was an article last summer saying the hacks last year at that time, between January and July, was more in that 6 months than the last 2 years combined. It's only accelerating. Oh, I read another article. Quantum computing is going to hack Bitcoin. Wait, Bitcoin was unhackable. How is quantum computing going to do this, right? Listen, you can't hack a physical gold coin. So something to think about. Now, we have a big promo, and I'm going to answer any question you have. This is only for people on this call. I'll tell you how to get the $1,000 in free silver. Silver's red hot. Get $1,000 of free silver in your hand as long as you purchase at least $50,000 in direct delivery or in your IRA. I'm sending you $1,000 in free silver coins. Again, silver's already gone up 300%. It's projected to go up even higher. Some analysts are saying $200 an ounce. Again, just based on our debt, not more wars, not more inflation, just the out of control debt that we have. How do you take advantage of it? Just schedule time with me. These are no obligation appointments. I'm going to put my calendar in the chat. Actually, Michael, can you grab my calendar real quick and put it in the chat? If you schedule time with me, you'll be logged with this promo. It is only for people that are on this event. So what you do is you click the calendar and meet with me. I'll have a candid conversation with you about you and your personal, situation, what you might have going on. If you decide to move forward, you're already qualified for this promotion. As long as you buy at least $50,000 in free in precious metals, you're going to get $1,000 in free silver sent to your home. Now, The process again is very simple. If you're buying direct delivery, gold or silver in your hands in 1 to 2 days. It's that simple. Take any cash you have, call me up. I open up your account. We go online. I show you live what all the metals available to you with live market, live pricing. I'm probably the only company out there that shows our competitors' pricing. You pick out what you like. You're in charge. We put the order in. It takes 24 hours to fulfill the order. You'll get a tracking number. You'll see the coins come to your house again in 1 to 2 days, fully insured, unmarked until you sign for it. And then if you're getting gold in your IRA, 10 minutes to open up your account. That's it. 10 minutes. Takes about 5 to 10 business days for your money to move into the account. No taxes, no penalties, no fees. If you have 100 grand in your current IRA or 401k and you want it into gold, it moves 100% into that gold account. You lose no value. You and I go online again, same process, show you everything available to you. Once we execute the order, 24 hours to fulfill. Now, this is the coolest thing about gold in your IRA. And again, 100% insured with all loss coverage. Once you select the metals you like, they go to the depository you pick closest to you. Now, these are non-bank, non-federal depositories that meet the strict guidelines of our federal government. Why? Because our government wants their taxes, okay? But once they get there, they go under white glove inspection, x-rayed ultrasound, and fully insured and under armed guard 24 hours a day, 7 days a week until you decide to take them out. Oh, by the way, you can visit your metals anytime you want, just like visiting a lockbox. Also, you have point and click access to your gold anytime you want. Coolest thing about gold in your IRA, in my opinion. Click a button, have them delivered to you. You click the coins you want sent to your house, boom, they're sent to your house. You do pay your taxes at that point. But again, remember, tax is not tax the same as paper assets and then sent to your home. Or liquidate. Now, this is very cool. You click the coins you want to liquidate. I get a phone call. I call you up with a bid market quote, fair market value. You say, yep, I like that price. We lock it in. No penalties, no discounts, no fees. The coins just move from your section of the vault to our section of the vault. We wire the cash same day. Coolest thing. Again, I'll answer any questions right now. I know we have some people on here that asked some questions earlier when we first started. If you have any questions, please type them out. But I encourage you, get $1,000 in free precious metals on me, okay? All you have to do is schedule the time with me, have that no obligation meeting. If you decide that you want to move forward, you already have the promo tagged on your account by setting the appointment with me. It's locked in. You get the free coins. If you open up account with at least 50 grand or buy with $50,000 of cash, and then you get $1,000 in free precious metals sent directly to you. But again, the meeting is no obligation, but you do need to meet with me because this promo is only for the people on this call. Does anyone have any questions? Here, I see that, yeah, so the personal strategy plan link is here in the chat. If you want to take advantage of the promo, go ahead and click on that link. The calendar's up to date. Select any time that's available. Again, you'll be encoded with the promotion so that if you decide to move forward, you don't even have to think. It's automatically there, but there is no obligation. Again, I talk to you, I educate first, empower you, and I'm there for support. I do not pressure people into moving forward. Do your research, do your homework, be comfortable with the decisions you make. But again, if you want to guarantee your returns, especially the next 4 to 5 years, if you think the stock market is going to be healthy while all this happens, just look at history, right? When the market starts going out of control based on our debt and inflation starts getting out of control, stock market usually tanks. Gold usually goes up. But let's just do what I said, okay? Number one, let's follow the smart money. We already know the government's going out of control debt. We already know big banks are buying gold at record numbers, central banks especially, okay? Number two, let's look for reproducible, repeatable patterns and align our investments with them, right? Well, not only are we going broke as a country by spending too much money, our economy is not healthy. We're losing jobs at an alarming rate. and technology, AI, is taking all the high paying jobs off the market. Those people, we're losing income from those people's buying power at an alarming rate. So if you know that, get your investments to be aligned with that. And in my opinion, I can't think of another investment that's more guaranteed than that. Oh, and 100% insured. Oh, and not taxed the same. In my opinion, everyone should have at least some. And I'll gladly answer any questions you have right now if you have any. But again, lock in that promo by scheduling time with me. But otherwise, it is negative degrees here in Chicago. We're supposed to get down to a negative 27 in a couple days too. So hopefully you guys are in warmer locations than me. I know, Michael, you're in Florida. What was it in Florida today? Probably 80.
No, it was actually kind of cool today. We were in the mid 60s. I mean, let's be honest.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that's
yeah. We were up in Ocala this weekend and it was in the mid 30s, which is for Florida people, that's cold, guys. That's cold. So
welcome to my world, Michael.
no, sir. I've been in Chicago in the winter and there is nothing like it, man. There's nothing like it.
We
I
actually
think
got more people online. Does anyone have any questions? I don't want to leave you guys without any questions. I know I covered so much content. I'm very passionate about it because let me tell you, there's a reason why I'm in gold. There's a reason why I'm in gold because I've been through the 2000 crash. I've been through the 2008 crash. I remember my financial advisor during the 2000 crash lost half my money in 6 months. And I got conservative and I got in real estate. I had 40 properties. I thought I had it all, man, I got it all figured out, man. I'm not going to be in the I was still in the markets, but not as heavily as I was in 2000. I was more heavily in real estate. And what happened in 2008? So the reason why I'm in gold is there's way more protections with gold. I mean, it's 5,000 years old. there's a reason why. There's a reason why it survived because it has so many more values than any other investment. And again, it's the only one that can be 100% insured. It's the only one that's not taxed the same as paper assets. I personally love the ability to align yourself with the biggest money in the market, the big banks, central banks, and align yourself with events that you know are going to happen. Our country is not going to stop spending money. We're not going to
yeah.
stop losing jobs with this AI technology, right? So prepare yourself. I hope you guys stay safe out there, warm out there for anybody that's in cold weather. But that's all I got. Michael, you got anything else?
That's all we got. Thank you guys so much for coming. Hope you got something to take home and to work with. And I cannot encourage you enough. Guys, it's a free session with Drew. Do your personal strategy plan. You will benefit from it. It's something you get to take away with you. Get him to take a look at what you're trying to accomplish and come up with a strategy to do it. It's absolutely worth it. If you didn't learn something today, you weren't paying attention. All right. It's absolutely fantastic information. Strongly encourage you to click the link and make it happen. Thank you guys very, very much for coming today.
Have a great night, everyone. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you so much.